pickups are sexy and retail investors can understand that story. But the original idea of the company was heavy duty trucks that were going to be able to eventually do long haul. And that's kind of the idea, this future of long haul transportation is potentially going with fuel cell technology and not the battery technology that we see in a car like Tesla. And so essentially it's changing the bet. Is Nikola going to be this company that helps usher in a new way of trucking? Previously, the bet was maybe they were going to have a pickup truck that was going to rival the Cybertruck that Elon Musk is bringing to market.
That's interesting. So let's kind of go back over that. You know, GM is interested primarily in what part of Nikola's business, do you think?
Well, you know, it's interesting, having covered GM for a long time and some of the folks involved in kind of the Nikola deal, they had long talked about the potential for fuel cell technology. GM had been exploring that technology for a couple generations. It's the idea that it would be a more efficient way to move vehicles long distances. And really, that potential is maybe what GM sees in the future there, in part because it helps them commercialize that technology that they've been developing. And so in theory, if this deal plays out, here could be a customer for that technology, helps them put in the tooling and pay for that technology and maybe develop a market for it. It's really been the issue. It's been a chicken or egg kind of thing. You're going to have these fueling stations or they're going to be customers. And it just has kind of slowly rolled out there in a world where everybody wants to talk about Tesla because electric cars are on the road now and they're being powered by essentially, well, they were being powered essentially by laptop batteries.
So here's my question, Tim. What is the path forward for Nikola? Has it significantly changed in light of today's news or not? And why is GM staying involved? Is this just kind of a flyer for it, or is it, you think, a significant part of its future investments?
Well, it would seem that they took a look under the hood and didn't want to necessarily bet a lot on the company going forward. The idea that they were originally going to get an equity stake, but this at least potentially provides them with a client for that fuel cell technology. So that's could potentially be a win for GM. For Nikola, you know, and perhaps this allows them to focus on that kind of original idea of heavy duty trucks. They have an electric truck planned for late next year in Europe, and then fuel cells in the future, really getting back to the original idea. So that could help them. But really the challenge is going to be that they've been betting on the fact that bigger, deep-pocketed companies were going to be helping them usher in this technology. And the loss of GM is really a loss of a huge endorsement that helped fuel that massive spike in value that we saw in the shares in the last few months.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.